Hello everyone! So today, I'm going to discuss the incomplete inheritance as one of the examples of non-Mendelian patterns of inheritance. Okay, so what is incomplete inheritance? A heterozygote shows a phenotype that is intermediate between the two homozygous phenotypes, or shall I say, an individual shows a phenotype that is intermediate between the phenotype of her or his parents. It means that neither or neither allele is dominant over the other. Before I'll give you an example of incomplete inheritance, let's define first the terms such as cells, organelles, nucleus, chromosomes, DNA, gene, phenotype, and etc. So what is cell? Cell is the basic unit of structure and function of a living matter. All organisms are made of one or more cells. As a living matter, I have more cells in my human body. So as you can see in the picture, this is an example of animal cell that is found in our human body or other animal organisms. So what is organelle or organelles? Organelles are parts of a cell with a specific function such as nucleus, ribosomes, vesicle, vacuole, mitochondrion. All of these are examples of organelles. Take nucleus as an organelle. So what is the function of nucleus? Its function is to protect the cell's genetic material in the form of DNA. It also contains chromosomes or chromatin. What is chromatin? Chromatin is a long, thin fiber that consists of a combination of DNA and protein molecules. When these chromatin fibers condense, it becomes visible as the compact structures called chromosomes. As you can see in the picture, these are the chromosomes. In our human body, we have 46 chromosomes or 23 pairs of chromosomes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 pairs of chromosomes. So these pairs until number 22 pairs of chromosomes, these are autosomes or body chromosomes. The last pair of chromosomes is referring to sex chromosomes. 6 chromosomes identify the sex or gender of a person. If the sex chromosomes have 2X, it means that a person is female. On the other hand, if the sex chromosomes have 1Y and 1X, it means that a person is male. Okay, so this is the part of chromosome. This is centromere. It is an area where the two chromatids are joined tightly together. It is called sister chromatids because two chromatids are joined tightly together. It means that it doesn't imply female gender. Okay, so this is the molecular structure of DNA. DNA means deoxyribonucleic acid. It is called deoxyribonucleic acid because the nucleic acid is containing the sugar deoxyribose. Okay, so what is DNA? DNA is a chemical molecule that is responsible for inheritance, in which the traits are passed on to the offspring from their parents. So you can see there are spheres. These represent atoms. Atoms are the basic building blocks of all materials, both living and non-living. What is the function of DNA? DNA controls the structure and function of the cell. What is gene or genes? Genes are units of inherited information which are found in the length of each DNA molecule. Genes carry instructions for a different characteristics. The alternative form of gene is allele. We have two alleles for the gene controlling the hair color. These are blonde and black hair. What is dominant allele? Dominant allele refers to the only one of the two different alleles in a heterozygote appears to affect the trait. And what is a recessive allele? Recessive allele refers to the other allele that does not appear to affect the trait. So in our example, we have P generation or parental generation. The parents are the purple flowers and white flowers. In F1 generation, the dominant allele is purple, while the recessive allele is white. However, in F2 generation, the recessive allele, which is white, is reappearing. What is phenotype? It is an observable trait. The phenotype of this chicken is white, while this one is black, and this one is blue. What is genotype? It is the genetic makeup or combination of alleles that are not observable. So this is the genotype of this chicken. C stands for color. W stands for white. The color of this chicken is white. On the other hand, the genotype of this chicken is, again, C stands for color, B stands for black. The color of this chicken is black. While this one is C superscript B, C superscript W. Okay, what is P generation? P stands for parental generation. So these are the parental chickens, or these are the true breeding parents. In F1 generation, all blue chickens here are the offspring of these parents. F stands for filial generation. Once these blue chickens are crossed, they will have offsprings with black, blue, and white chickens. This is an example of incomplete dominance wherein the phenotypes of offsprings are intermediate between the phenotypes of his or her parents. It is true because the phenotypes of all chickens here in F1 generation are all blue, not white and not black. However, if all the blue chickens here in F1 generation are crossed, they will have offsprings with black, blue, and white. For us to know the probabilities of outcomes, we are going to use the Punnett squares. What are Punnett squares? These are used to calculate the probabilities of outcomes resulting from a genetic cross. I'll take this previous picture as an example of solving the Punnett square. I use monohybrid cross in my Punnett square. What is monohybrid cross? It is a pairing in which the parent chickens differ in only one characteristic. In this example, the parent chickens differ in only one characteristic, and that is their color. The color of the father is black. The color of the mother is white. So in P generation, the black chicken is crossed with white chicken. In F1 generation, these parental chickens will have all blue chickens, as you can see in the Punnett square. So you're just going to bring down here, bring down, down. If all the blue chickens in the F1 generation are crossed with one another, they will have the offsprings in F2 generation, wherein they will have offsprings with black, blue, and white. So the phenotypic ratio in F1 generation is 4:4 or 100% all blue chickens. And the genotypic ratio in F1 generation is 4:4 CW or blue. The phenotypic ratio in F2 generation is 1 black, 2 blue, and 1 white. Or 25% will be black, 50% is blue, and another 25% is white. That ends our discussion. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for you to be updated on our next video.